contestant. So hang in there. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Yeah, it's going to be kind of exciting here this morning. The young ladies, the contestants for Miss Juneteenth Jam, are in the house. Actually, they're in the parking lot, but they'll be here shortly. Uh, and Senator Cory Booker is on the highway, uh, and he'll be calling in shortly. What we've got to deal with is today, yesterday, and how it's going to fit into tomorrow. We have a history of accomplishment, a history of contributions, a history of coming together despite the push from the devil to push us apart. We being America, the citizens of America, the people who are inside of the borders of America, that means they are now the residents of America, the people that, according to our established symbolism that was gifted to us via the people of France with the Statue of Liberty, we absorbed that attitude of welcoming people from around the planet to our place of peace, our place of solitude, our place of adventure, our place of advancement, our place of equality, our place of equal justice under the law. That's what we've bragged about. That's that little bed of comfort that we sleep on at night, despite the fact that our pillow may be made of cactus, despite the fact that our bank account may be a little more account and less something in there to count. But we live on faith. We live on faith here in America, the faith that we're in the right place at the right time to make a change that'll make our lives better. But somehow we've been short-sheeted. I don't know if you've ever been to summer camp and they short-sheet you. That's where they make it seem like the bed is all comfortable, waiting for you to get in and, stretch out and do your deal. But the sheet has been put in there in a manner that you cannot actually get in the bed. Well, that's the way it is for some of the people here on the planet in the United States. They've been short-sheeted. They haven't been given the opportunity to be themselves, haven't been given the opportunity to stretch out, the opportunity to breathe freely. Despite the fact that we've invited them here, and despite the fact that we've held out an imagery that says, man, when you get here, on your way here, you should be anxious because as soon as you get here, life will change, your opportunities will expand, and you will be welcomed. But it appears that if you are not of the right white appearance, and that's ugly for me to say that, because it's not all white people who feel like that, but there is a echo of whiteness, an echo of a superiority that comes from the fact that America, in order to justify the free labor, the stealing of labor from people of color, Africans in particular and specific, the Native Americans who lived here on this grand continent when white Americans from Europe came. Um, to justify slavery, to justify enslavement, to justify cheating, dehumanization had to take place. I can't treat you like a dog if I don't call you a dog. I can't treat you like a dog if I acknowledge that you're a man. I cannot treat you less than human if I'm not willing to say you're less than human. There's much to that. Very much to it. I have a call. Is this Corey?
Yes, it is.
Ha ha ha. Doctor, not doctor, but Mr. Corey Booker.
It's so good to be on with you.
It's a pleasure to have you on. I've got you talking directly into a microphone. You want to bring me a microphone in here for Corey? That would be all right. And excuse me for first naming you like that, because you're just the standards. You know, I know you don't mind me calling you Corey because you know that I'm an old man.
I don't mind you calling me Corey because I feel like you are an elder and a peer. You were one of the people in the movement and continuing a long tradition that you and I know of what radio, and black radio in particular, has done to sustain movements, to inform, engage, inspire, sustain. So I just appreciate you and have a lot of respect. And you always can call me Corey.
Well, my point in backing off of that is that we out of politeness and standards because standards help us understand that our processes and procedures and rituals have a point and purpose of keeping us in line, in the right lane, so that when we get to points that we may be a little, have a little static about, we know how to act. And I guess that's what I'm saying. So I was looking at your book, Stand. Your concept there, you speak more about moral issues. Our spiritual contribution to America speaks to the moral level that America promises that it's going to come to. Senator, we wanted to talk a little bit about voting rights and things of that sort, but it always comes back to, what do you have in your heart? Are you trying to cheat? Are you trying to get ahead without actually making a contribution? Are you trying to steal? Are you trying to make the world a better place? And it always boils down to that. We have these issues constantly, and it's just a pleasure to have someone that is an elected official who goes back to a moral stand as they go forward trying to do the practical things that need to be done to govern our country. And I want to thank you for that, and I want to open up the mic and let you speak to the issues that you think are really critical now. We have so much that's taking place. The slush fund, the flush fund, I got a deal. He wants his picture on everything. I'm getting ready to manufacture some toilet paper. I've been saying that for 4 years, and I don't want to do it. But every time I think about it, it seems like it's probably a good thing to do, probably a great fundraiser. But then again, I have my mother to think about. And every time I think about ordering some toilet paper with his face on it, I think about my mother, and she's looking at me saying, "Butch, is that right?" And it's not right, but it would be fun. But I'm not. But this, you sit down with the most powerful people on the planet, Senator. What is the issue about them accepting a moral responsibility and moving forward? Can you open that door up for us a little bit?
I certainly can. Look, we are a nation, especially at our founding, the grappled with the Enlightenment era, but they had moral inconsistencies to talk about equality and freedom and to allow there to be slavery. But even they knew that history, they wrote very poetically that history would one day see them for all of their inadequacies, and they left room for our Constitution to reform itself, to get towards a more perfect union. And the people who always challenged this nation to expand her conceptions of moral rectitude were the people often that were loving this country when the country didn't love them back. In the abolitionist movement, in the suffrage movement, in the civil rights movement, in the labor rights movement, people who helped to amend the Constitution, pass laws to make this a more free or fair nation. That is our legacy. People who called this nation to live up to its promise to all people. And yet now we're back in a time, because history is not always linear. There are always times where concentrations of wealth and power will try to abuse that in order to secure rights for themselves and deny it for others. This is the Trump era. Trump and others trying to push back on our rights. We're seeing it from the Supreme Court, from this slush fund that he's creating and more. And that's why I appreciate you, because you're one of those people who speaks truth to power and calls it out.
Senator, let's take a short break. I have some young ladies who are competing for Miss Juneteenth, a moral statement for a holiday that no one wants to acknowledge. I would like for them to be able to speak to you and like for them to hear the inspiration that you can deliver, and I'd like for you to put some responsibility on them. So we're going to take a short break, and I'm going to go bring them in, and when we come back, we'll get a chance to let you change some young ladies' lives. That's how simple, how important your voice is to them at this point in their life. We'll be right back. This is Empire Talks Back. I'm Wallace Allen, speaking to United States Senator Cory Booker, representing the great state of New Jersey and the great state of high-minded people being represented by this young man. We'll be right back.
In San Bernardino County, black babies are almost 3 times more likely to die before their first birthday than white babies. From 2018 to 2023, the number of babies born too early went up by more than 10%. Black mothers also have a higher chance of feeling sad or depressed during pregnancy, which can affect both mom and baby. But there is hope, and people are taking action. That's where FEMUR, the Fetal Infant Mortality Review, comes in. FEMUR is a local group of doctors, nurses, community leaders, and neighbors. They work together to learn why some babies die and how to stop it from happening. They look at real cases, mom and baby's information is kept private, and share ideas to help make care better for families. Together, we can build healthy beginnings for black families. For more information, visit dph.spcounty.gov/MCAH.
Publish your legal notice in West Side Story newspaper. For the best service and the best rates, call 909-384-8131. Publishing legal notices in the city and county of San Bernardino since 1990. West Side Story provides friendly expert service. Call 909-384-8131 to benefit from budget-friendly rates. Whether a fictitious business name, a name change, a divorce summons, or any other legal or public notice, call West Side Story newspaper 909-384-8131. 909-384-8131. That's
All right, this is Empire Talks Back. I'm Wallace Crazy Allen. My mother is very proud to say that I will do the unexpected most of the time, but that's because I expect the unexpected, and I respect the fact that God usually gives us a way to deal with it. All right, Miss Vicky, share this microphone.
Now, I know who Dr. Corey Jackson is. for sure.
No, this isn't Dr. Corey Jackson, who is a assemblyman representing Moreno Valley here. This is United States Senator Cory Booker.
Cory Booker. I thought you
Yes,
said Corey
ma'am.
Jackson. Okay, hello,
Okay.
Mr. Booker.
We love our Corys out here.
Yeah, I know. Can't get enough Corys.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for being on and being able to give some encouraging words to our Miss Juneteenth pageant ladies today.
Well, listen, I want to just say to all those incredible young women there, my mom has a saying. She goes, behind every successful child is an astonished parent. And what I'm going to tell you right now is those women before you, God has a plan for them. They are going to astonish us, even those of us who see their light and right now their strength. And the fact that we're doing this around Juneteenth is a real testimony to what one of the great callings of our generation is to honor our ancestors, to take the blessings that we have and not think that we can pay them back. The only thing we can do is pay them forward. So what a beautiful way to honor the ideals of liberty and freedom, which are at the core of the American experience and the core of the African American experience. And the best way to secure your liberation is to dedicate your lives to liberating others, to serving others, to helping others. And I know that that's at the core of this incredible pageant and of the principles upon which you stand. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Booker.
For Miss Juneteenth, hopefully has something to do with voter registration. Senator, would you speak on the importance of voter registration and voting so that they can feel it from someone who is involved in it and knows from battle-scarred circumstances that this is a critical thing that we're involved in?
Well, all over America right now, unfortunately, there are legislators, state legislators, racing to try to eviscerate black voter representation in the House of Representatives. It reminds me of history I know, the post-Reconstruction period in the 1800s, where state legislators, after the Civil War, after Reconstruction fell, they moved to try to stop blacks from voting. They passed poll taxes and other voting obstacles and redrew districts so that blacks had no political power. For the first time in my lifetime, we're seeing a return to some of that dark past. And so people know right now, all over this country, people are trying to manipulate the system to dilute black vote, to not give equal representation. And so I just simply say to people, if your vote wasn't so important, they wouldn't be trying so hard to take it away from you. And if you have something so valuable and you don't use it, then you are falling to that trap that Martin Luther King talked about when he said what we have to repent for is not just the vitriolic words and violent actions of the bad people, but the appalling silence and inaction of the good people. When good people do nothing, bad things happen. And right now, passivity or complicity is going to cost us our rights, our freedoms, and even our pathways to prosperity. So I'm hoping everybody who's listening to me understands what's at stake here. People are coming for equal voting rights in America, and the only way to fight back is by leaning in, standing up, and voting.
And we will take them straight to the bank. Senator, we appreciate you coming in. I've got young ladies, I've got parents, I've got aunts and uncles, and it's a true blessing to see the family represented like this around our unintended holiday, but we'll take it. I want to thank you for joining us.
And grandparents would say you're in Paul Cotton, my friend. And,
yes, sir.
You are in a good place surrounded by great people, and I'm going to let you go. And thank you for giving me this honor of sharing a few words with some great future leaders, and for being on what is, to me, one of the more important platforms and voices in America right now. Thank you for what you do to communicate, elevate, and celebrate our people, and I just appreciate you.
The Mood Master wants to give you a special tribute. He was not feeling well today. He certainly wishes he was here to put some music behind those words you just uttered. We want to bring you back and talk about Stand. Your book is an amazing statement and something that will stand long under the shadows of time. And we'll want to go through that. So we look forward to our next conversation. God bless you, and thank you very much.
God bless you. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye now.
Okay, ladies, you are very, very important and critical in our future, not just because of what you're going to do on Juneteenth. And what date is the
June 19th.
June? So you're going to be on the actual date of the holiday. It's really, really critical. So we're going to take a short break. Give me my commercials, and we're going to come back and we're going to introduce you guys, and we're going to you're going to use the rest of this time to hear your names and what school you go to and your aspiration. What is it that you would do if you were in charge of the world today? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes? Let me hear you holler.
Yes.
All right, very good. Okay, this is Empire Talks Back. I'm Wallace Allen on the case for truth and justice with the right information to help improve the whole darn situation. Thank you, Miss Vicki Davis, for bringing them in. We'll be right back.
In San Bernardino County, black babies are almost 3 times more likely to die before their first birthday than white babies. From 2018 to 2023, the number of babies born too early went up by more than 10%. Black mothers also have a higher chance of feeling sad or depressed during pregnancy, which can affect both mom and baby. But there is hope, and people are taking action. That's where FEMUR, the Fetal Infant Mortality Review, comes in. FEMUR is a local group of doctors, nurses, community leaders, and neighbors. They work together to learn why some babies die and how to stop it from happening. They look at real cases, mom and baby's information is kept private, and share ideas to help make care better for families. Together, we can build healthy beginnings for black families. For more information, visit dph.spcounty.gov/MCAH.
Publish your legal notice in West Side Story newspaper. For the best service and the best rates, call 909-384-8131. Publishing legal notices in the city and county of San Bernardino since 1990. West Side Story provides friendly expert service. Call 909-384-8131 to benefit from budget-friendly rates. Whether a fictitious business name, a name change, a divorce summons, or any other legal or public notice, call West Side Story newspaper 909-384-8131. 909-384-8131. That's
All right, we're back. This is Empire Talks Back. Wallace Allen with Miss Vicki Davis, the founder and curator of Juneteenth Jam, scheduled for the 19th of June in the city of Rialto, California. Pride of the Inland Empire, one of the greatest jewels in the string of pearls that we've got. Miss Vicki,
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay,
Wallace.
so tell us what we're going to do here, and let's get involved and get me to introduce these wonderful young ladies you brought in.
So we are going to have all of our Miss Juneteenth contestants right now to introduce themselves with their name, what school you're going to, what city you're from, and we know that you're competing for Miss Juneteenth, right? But ultimately, you're going to go far beyond that and do great, great things in this world. So the question is, if you could take over the world right now, what is the first thing that you would do? Okay? All right, this is practice, because in a minute y'all gonna be on that Juneteenth stage. There's gonna be thousands of people in the park watching and listening, and they're all gonna be wondering what is that response that you're gonna get that's gonna make them say, oh, that's the young lady right there that we should be choosing. Okay, you guys are all special and beautiful and perfect, and I appreciate you all being here. There's no wrong answers and there's no wrong way to do this. And if you feel a little nervous, that's cool too. Just take a deep breath and we'll help you out. Okay. All right, smooth. So my Rialto young ladies are sitting right here at the table first. So can we have them go first, Mr. Wallace?
I think that would be a great idea.
All right.
All right?
Okay. Hi, my name is Tanea Holt. I am a junior at Carter High School, and most of all, I'm very honored to be here and to be a contestant for Miss Juneteenth. One thing I would change within the world, well, if I could take over the world, and one thing I could change is probably to help people, because I really have a passion for helping others and to stop hunger and make sure that everybody is treated equally.
Very good. Your first name again?
Tanea Holt.
Tanea. Very good. And next to Tanea, we have?
Haley Moses Johnson, that's my name, and I also attend Carter High School. Go Lions. If there's one thing that I could change about the world, it would be to make sure everyone is being treated right, and also make sure everyone is being treated right, and also everyone is being loved. Because I know currently nowadays, a lot of people from different minorities are being treated very poorly, and I hate how America or the U.S. and the government how they treat many people, and I just don't think many people should be being treated like they're not humans, and I don't like people being dehumanized.
I'm going to make one suggested correction, and when we say the government, we can't say they because we vote for them. That means it's we, and I say we so that we'll accept the responsibility of understanding that if we don't like it, we are the ones who have to step up and change it. But that's just a little correction or
When he
suggested
starts ranting
correction.
like that, you just say, "Yes, sir, Mr. Wallace."
Yes, sir.
I do rant, but it's because I love you.
Hi, my name is Jordan Tate. I'm 18 years old. I just graduated from Summit High School, go Skyhawks. And if I were given one day to do anything, I think I'd take myself straight to the White House and share my voice, especially with the current administration that we have that's trying to silence black voters, take down black art, and basically erase us from American history overall. I feel like we have to put our voice out there so we don't rewrite history.
Say your name again.
Jordan Tate.
Thank you, Jordan.
Hello, I'm Jalen Herrera. I go to Mount Olive High School. I'm a junior, and if I could take over the world, I feel like I would probably try to give everybody opportunities like this.
That's great. An opportunity to speak up and
Yeah.
and have their chance to say
And
what's
step out
on
of their
mind.
comfort zone and everything, yeah.
That's good. And your name again?
Jalen Herrera.
Jalen.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Hello, my name is Chloe Minley. I'm from Beaumont. I go to Beaumont High School. I am in 10th grade. And if I could change one thing about the world or take over it for a day, I think that I would help like sick children around the world because a lot of children in like different countries are sick and like they don't get the same health care as all of us. So I think that's one thing I would attempt to do.
Excellent. Very good. And next over there, yes, ma'am. Take that microphone. Okay. And you be prepared here.
Hi, I'm Caitlin McGuire. I go to Sacramento State University. I won Miss Juneteenth last year, the inaugural pageant. So I'm very honored to have been the first Miss Juneteenth. If I could take over the world, I would make sure that young adult voices are heard because I think that young people are the power of our country and of our future. And we also have been the power of the past. And I think that young people really have the power to make the change that we want to see. So I think that that's what I would do if I could take over the world.
Okay, we're going to take it over too.
Hi, my name is Janye Williams. I go to Alta Vista Innovation High School. And if I can take over the world today, the first thing I would do is make sure everyone gets the support they need because I'm very passionate about mental health in youth.
Okay, someone at the next mic. And I'm sorry, come back and tell us your first name again.
John Ye.
John Yet. Okay, did I say it correctly?
John Ye.
John Yet.
Yes. Ye.
John Ye. See, you got to make me be correct here. Very good. And you're next?
Hi, I'm Chloe Minley again, and
Well, hold on. Is there someone that we didn't get?
Right there on the end.
Okay, yeah, let her speak. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Yeah, let's move to the microphone. Did I get everybody already? Okay, let's go.
Hi, my name is Amira Zamudia. I go to Mayfair Middle School and High School. If I was ruling the world and I could change one thing, I think I would change the way that the government protects our children, like the children around the world, because I don't think that children are protected from all of the harmful and like scary things in the world.
And adults aren't either. And when we say we want to help people, does anybody have an idea of actual help? When we say we want to help protect the children, is there a way we would like to help protect children? When we say we would like to feed people, how would you like to do that? Would you like to see people growing gardens? Would you like to see, do you have any specific ideas that you would like to see happen? Anybody? Yes, ma'am. You can go. Yeah, yes.
Maybe like
Speak into that microphone.
help with like food drives and like GoFundMe's and stuff like that, and like make people feel protected and make them feel safe where they are.
Very good. How do you guys like school? Do you think schools are doing the best that they can? Are there things that you would like to see changed at your school? If you were anybody here want to be a school teacher?
No.
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 They know too well what they be doing in
No.
schools.
Oh, okay. So if there's things that we see people doing that are not right, should we allow that to chase us away from doing what they're doing? In other words, if we don't like school teachers, the way they're teaching now, do we want to not be better teachers for our other people coming behind us? Or should we say, well, bad teachers are going to be cool because I made it despite my bad teacher, and the other bad teachers or the other students will make it too? What do you think about that? We're saying we don't like our teachers.
Any microphone that
Yeah, just step up.
Okay. I didn't say all teachers are bad. I just think it's based on the person, but there are good teachers out there. It's just how the school system treats the teachers during the school. Like, they pay them very lowly, and I just know the students are especially high school students are very disrespectful. It just wouldn't fit me, but I know there's good teachers out there. It's just, yeah.
Oh, I was just basically just going to say what she said.
Okay, so what you're saying, what I heard you say this time, which was my bad hearing in the first place, it isn't that you don't like teachers, you don't like the way teachers are being treated. Is that straight? Okay, and you said teachers are not paid enough.
Yeah.
Does that mean you really have had some good experiences with your teachers?
Oh, yes, most definitely, many teachers. Am I able to give some shout-outs, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just want to shout out Mr. Morgan, Miss Tenorio, Miss Hennessy, Miss Liz, Miss Ali, and then all my teachers that I had over the years. They're just wonderful teachers. And Miss Vasquez from Rialto Middle School.
Are there any other great examples of people who've helped you guys out in schools as teachers that you'd like to shout out to or make a special thank you to? Oh, really? No one? Ooh.
I got a question for my young ladies.
Please.
So I was getting a little teary-eyed just when you guys were just introducing yourselves, because I have read your essays that you submitted to be participants in this pageant, and so when I hear you guys talk, I think about some of the things that you wrote about the ways in which you've had to demonstrate resilience and determination to make it to the points that you are at in your life and the things that you've overcome. So
You mean these young ladies have had things they've had to overcome?
absolutely.
At their young
Absolutely.
age?
Yes,
Really?
they have. These are some strong spirited young ladies that
I'm
you have
sure.
in this room right now. So what I would like to do is give you guys the chance, to each of you, for young ladies that are still grappling with those challenges, whatever they may be, whether it be loss or not having enough support in school or whatever, all the different things that you guys talked about in your essays. What advice would you give for those young ladies who are still working through those challenges?
Or to adults who really want to be helpful? How can we be helpful? What are some of the things that we might be able to do that would be exciting for you, to help you be adventurous but feel safe at the same time? Does that question make sense to you?
All right.
Yes.
Words of wisdom. Come on, Miss Juneteenth contestants. Go ahead. We'll go the same order that we did before.
Okay, so some advice that I'll give
One
to...
one second, baby. Introduce yourself again each time, okay?
My name is Tanea Ho. I go to Carter again. One thing about advice that I would give to younger ladies is to never give up and to always stay positive about no matter what it is. There's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel. Just never give up, stay positive, and push your hardest to overcome what you're trying to do. So, yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Never give up. Okay.
My name is Haley Moses Johnson. I also go to Carter. Also to add on what Tanea was saying, just also never give up. Keep your head up. Just to also know for these young ladies, young men, everyone, you are beautiful in your own type of way. You don't have to change yourself to, look like somebody else. And, just know that you're loved out there. There's people that care for you. There's people that want you to keep going. You always have somebody on your shoulder. So just never let it bring you down.
I love that advice because even if you're feeling alone and maybe like there's no one who cares, y'all need to know that there are kind-hearted people out there who don't know you, but who care about you because they care about the idea of you and the idea of your success. And if you can stick it out and interact with one of those people, it can be a game changer. So thank you, Haley. That's beautiful advice. I'm going to have you two girls stand up and go to the side for me, and Miss Joyce come sit down. And then young ladies, if you want to continue sharing your words of wisdom while they make that adjustment.
Hi, my name is Jordan Tate. I would definitely try to enforce a sense of tenacity in females now because I feel like even though with the person coming from a disability that you could be better than what your disability is, and it's not a setback, it's steps to better become who you are supposed to be. And I feel like I would tell them to be confident in themselves no matter who you are.
Is anyone involved in, and come please, and help yourself to the microphone. Is anyone involved in student government? But go on.
Hi, my name is Caitlin McGuire. And if I had advice for young women today, I would say to follow your intuition and to make sure that your voice is heard. Me personally, I go to Sacramento State, which as a poli-sci major, which is by the Capitol. So when I feel like my voice isn't heard, I put on a blazer and I go up to the Capitol and make sure that they hear my voice and they hear what I need to say. And I speak for my classmates. I speak for people who are too scared to go speak for themselves. And so I think that that would be the advice that I would give.
So you've actually put on your blazer and walked into the Capitol and...
Yes, I have.
Okay, so what was that like? Tell us.
So you don't have to make an appointment. You can go talk to legislators because, you put them in office. They work for you. And so...
Say that part again.
You put them in office, so they work for you.
That's
so.
our last year's winner. That you see how she,
yes,
know what she,
nice little
she know.
young lady.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
I love it.
Well, yes. So you go up there, and if there's a law that you've seen, there's a law that you've heard about on Instagram or something like that, and you want to talk about it, you want them to vote for it on the floor, or you think that it's a good idea, you think it's a bad idea, you just go in there, you sit in their office, just like this, and you just have a conversation with them about the law.
And that's lobbying.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And you like doing that?
Yes.
I think we're going to introduce you to someone that might be able to use your services while you're in school. When do you go back to school?
August.
Okay, so you've got the summer. Okay, very good. We're going to stay in touch with you.
Hello, my name is Chloe Minley, and I think one piece of advice I'd give is love yourself and put yourself first. I feel like a lot of people are like, I have to put someone else first, or I have to put this person first. Put yourself first and build a relationship with yourself the most, because you are the person you're going to be stuck with for the rest of your life. So just love yourself and respect yourself.
If you're on an airplane, they tell you, in case there's a problem, the oxygen is going to come down. Put your oxygen on first, and then attempt to help other people. So unless you are of strength and able to use your strength, you're not going to be able to help other people. So I think what you're saying is very, very important, that you want to be in a position of strength so you can help yourself and other people. Very good.
We have a couple more ladies with a little piece of advice.
Okay.
My name is Amira Samudio, and one piece of advice I would give.
Slow down and speak up again. Your voice is, your words are powerful, and we want to let your voice be just as strong.
Okay. My name is Amira Zamudio, and one piece of advice I would give to other girls is that no matter what you're going through, just keep going, because it's all a part of God's plan, and it'll all work out later on. And if you have to say sorry to people for giving up, that means you have people that want to see you grow and want to see you thrive.
Excellent. Excellent words. Anyone else?
My name is Jalen Herrera. I feel like there's always someone out there for you that wants to see you succeed and wants to be there for you. And sometimes you just got to look for that person. But also you have yourself as well. Like, you can always believe in yourself. And for people out there, like, just show respect to everyone because everybody deserves respect no matter what. So.
Well,
Last one.
one more.
One more. Right here, Mom.
My name is John Ye, and my piece of advice is if you ever feel like giving up, just think about the bigger picture and why you have these goals placed, because everything you're doing is for a reason, and just think about the bigger picture.
Speaking of never giving up, I don't know if you guys paid attention, but this last week there was a situation in Laos where a group of men had gone into a cave searching for gold. We all do strange things sometimes, searching for gold, things of that sort. But they were in a cave, and the cave was flooded, and they sent special divers in to go get these men who were not special divers, who had found their way into this cave, into some special chamber that did have some air. But they went 800 feet underground, and they didn't give up hope. But I gave up hope for them a couple of times because I said, wow, 800 feet, man, these guys are down there a week with no food, getting weaker and weaker, and they've got to climb 800 feet up a 45-degree angle. I don't know. And they were just about to, they, being the rescuers, were just about to make this final attempt to go in and pick these men up. And the men walked out. Don't ask me how. I don't know. I haven't read that part of the story. I tried to. But they didn't reveal that. You know, some things you can be sitting right there and watch and still have no idea of what you saw. But usually in a case like that, it's because of perseverance. It's because somebody decided to not give up. They decided to keep on going. Why? Because maybe the size of their heart, maybe there's lack of size in their brain. They didn't know that they should have given up. They didn't know that they didn't have a chance. And so they ignored that and they moved forward. And that's what success is. And all of you have that opportunity to make success every day, because I know that every day you have an opportunity to say, I don't want to do this. I've had that opportunity for 900 years, every day.
Give or take.
Give or take, maybe 875. Or maybe 920, I'm not sure.
Mr. Wallace, I want to make sure that one of those people that believe in these ladies is here in the room with us today, and she actually sponsors our Miss Juneteenth pageant by providing bouquet flower arrangements for all of these young ladies on the day of Juneteenth. And she also has a skincare line that she is looking closely at our pageant contestants for the face of that line for next year, and her name is Miss DJ Martin, and she's sitting across the table from us, so I want to make sure she has a chance to.
I thought that was our contestant that hadn't spoken up yet.
Yes.
I am your contestant.
There you are. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Wallace. I'm Stephen Martin's wife.
Oh, okay.
So
Very
you
good.
know.
Lucky
You
for
know.
Mr. Martin. Yes.
Hello, yes, I'm DJ Martin, actually Joycia Martin, but better known as DJ because people have trouble with Joycia. I don't know why, but I first want to say something. I am so blessed to be here, and I want to share something, a short story. Earlier this year, I went to Texas, and I went to a church from the heart in Longview, Texas. And it was during Black History Month, and the youth put on the Black History program during service, and I just cried. I cried like a baby. And the reason why I cried was twofold. I'd say 1/3 was how beautifully they sung and performed, but the majority of the reason was they sung "We Shall Overcome," and they really sung it. They really, really sung that song. And I found myself crying, literally bawling there in the sanctuaries because the thought came to me, we're in 2026, Wallace. Why are we still singing, "We shall overcome"? But when I hear these young ladies, these beautiful, talented young ladies, these contestants for Miss Juneteenth 2026, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged because I'm hearing fire. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing strength. I'm hearing heart. And I want to encourage you, young ladies, to don't give up on your dreams. You said many things that are very poignantly. It's very poignant for everyone in our community to understand. I'm so proud of Miss Caitlin here, last year's winner. She's represented us very, very well, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you. And I know you really hustled, finished your studies, and made it down here to be here. So I want to thank you for that, and I appreciate you for that as well. But yes, I am with, as I said, Martin Enterprises, Miko, and I'm looking for faces of Miko. So during this pageant time, I'm looking for the face of Miko for one of the phases of the branding. So I'm working on rebranding some of the products that we represent, skincare line, healthcare, health and wellness. So that is another reason why I'm looking. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited, though, about what I'm hearing. Well, because they are our future. You're my future. So
we would like to thank you for your work with your skincare line, and we'd like to be part of helping to promote that. So please allow us to do that. If somehow you could come in here and make me beautiful, that'd be great. But other than that, we could certainly work with the people who have real potential. That's
we all have potential.
Yeah, I mean, but real potential, and that would be what we'd like to get done. As Miss Vicki knows, I tend to talk a lot, but then that's why I'm in the radio talk business. Miss Juneteenth, 1925, Juneteenth Jam, Caitlin. You are a wonder. I do remember from last year you were outstanding, but nothing like you are now. Mm-hmm. A year makes a lot of difference, and I don't know how much the crown added to your feeling of self-confidence, but you're there, and we want to be sure that we keep you on our team by giving you enough work to do that you feel challenged. So follow up with me. I want to be sure to introduce you to Miss Regina Wilson of the Black Media Association. So we need people like you in Sacramento, without a doubt. Okay, Miss Vicki.
Well, I think the last thing to just go ahead and remind everyone is that we're going to be at Alec Ferguson Park on June 19th with all of our Miss Juneteenth contestants that you met here today, as well as so many other lovely, lovely members of the community celebrating Juneteenth and really celebrating one another in almost any way that you could think of. It's been described to me as a cultural Disneyland at this point. So if you get over there and there's something that you could think of to celebrate that we're not doing, send me a text or a DM because I'll try to add it for next year.
Well, I think one of the nice things we might be able to do at this point would be to pin an invitation to Senator Cory Booker and ask him if he's available to come and to our Juneteenth Jam and maybe sign some of his books.
That would be lovely.
Maybe be a judge Juneteenth pageant.
Senator Booker, please come.
Please come.
Let's have the lady say,
You got
Senator Booker.
All right, let's do it together. 1, 2, 3.
Senator, please come.
Okay, who knows? It may show.
Okay, so we're going to be at Alec Ferguson Park on June 19th from 3 to 9 p.m. We're going to not only be having the Miss Juneteenth pageant, but we're going to have women's basketball tournament for a cash prize of $1,000. It is free to enter that tournament as well. We're going to have basketball camps for kids, flag football tournaments, classic cars, food trucks, vendors, all kinds of black-owned businesses, resources for the community, performers, cook-offs, awards for students from the school district, so many things. I don't think Domino's and Bidwist. Let me not forget that, because that is a specialty feature that very many people
I was
don't.
the domino contest, but I pulled a hamstring.
That's because of what I did to you on the court last year.
That's the one for running track. That's another excuse for dominoes.
No. Now, don't try to cover it up. Last year, you strolled your little self out there onto the basketball court. You forgot who you was messing with. You say, oh, she's just a founder. She don't got the skills like she used to. And I did what I did. You slipped. You still trying to recover. This year, it's okay. We just do the show.
And then she takes pride in beating up on old people. I'm surprised that she would even tell people that she beat up on a 900-year-old man. But that's okay. I gave her a game. She said that part. No, we appreciate you so much.
I'm so grateful for you, Mr. Wallace.
We think that we'll do better this year, even on a broken leg. But I'm enthused about you guys. I'm enthused that the world is in a better place, and I just can't wait. Anybody got one final thing to say? Yes, they do. Come on and say it real quick.
Thank you for having me on this talk show. Oh, not talk show, but the radio. I really appreciate it. I just want to say shout out to my mom, my dad, and my grandma, and my uncle. And I love everyone in the world, and please be safe. And just because that boy or girl didn't text you back, don't mean the world is over with. Come on.
You gotta give him some.
That's the last word. That's real here. Just because they didn't text you back didn't mean, it probably means they were so astounded by the wonderful words you had put together that they couldn't even bring their hands back to the phone. You did a deal. Drop the mic. We're out of here. This is Empire Talks Back. I'm Wallace Allen. See you next week. Under two circumstances. One, if the good Lord's willing. Two, if the creek don't rise. God bless you.
Amen.
All right, you guys did a great job.